Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sean here at Resident Evil Racing. Did a weekend recap on the race at the Battle of the Bears, Byhalia, Mississippi. It's 10,000 to win. I think there's 29 cars ended up showing up, so 32 didn't go, so they didn't pay out the 10,000. So we got there, got the car out, had it all warmed up, got everything going, walked the track. They had scraped some of the track, but they didn't scrape it down to the concrete. So I've raced at this track before, but doesn't really have enough data on power management wise as to make it, make a decent pass down through here. So I got to second guessing the tune again, and I pulled too much power out on takeoff. So when we drove first round, we drew yellow Camaros, usually a big tire car, but he had smalls on it this time, big block nitrous car. And so when I left on him, we were right on him, and then it went into violent tire shake, probably one of the worst tire shakes I've had. So I just tried to drive through the tire shake, let it shift itself. It shifted, and as soon as it shifted and it started pulling some RPMs, it spun the tires. So really ain't much I can do about that. I lifted after that. So hey, it is what it is, but there's nothing I can do. We don't have enough testing from these different tracks to track. We've got the back of the track, street, any type of just completely crapped out surface. We've got a tune for it that we go A to B on. We just got to figure out on these medium type tracks. It's so I like to say, okay, for instance, Benton was a virgin track. It hadn't been raced on years. There was no rubber down. Beyond 660, it's like worse than the street. So then you got the street. So we finally get that figured out, and we got a tune for that. So, and then we got one, say, for Ozark or Bonne Terre, which is a really good surface. We made some really good fast passes, at them type of tracks. But these ones like Dyersburg and Byhalia and Aberdeen, places like that are really great. You can leave really good, but you can't do nothing after that. So it's kind of like a mixture of both. It's a mixture of the crappy surface versus a good surface. So just ain't quite figured that one out yet. I still haven't made an A to B pass down Byhalia yet with this combination at all. So what we're so how Bubba? So what we're trying to do, we're just trying to figure it out. I didn't have the traction control on it this time because I don't have an A to B on a surface like that to be able to set up the traction control. So we just played it by ear. I took the last pass we made down through there, and just kind of looked at the graph and seen what the drive shaft curve was doing, and just kind of based we pulled some timing out where it was spinning the tires, but we wasn't expecting a tire shake. By no means. We didn't anticipate any tire shake. We thought we got rid of the tire shake problem. But I think what happened was when I went into the Byhalia race, I already had a tune set. A few days before we went to that race, said this is what I want to use. This is what I want to run. And so when I got there and I started looking at the surface, I just completely changed my look on, what to do. So I went in and I just pulled some more timing out on the leave, and it didn't work out too well. So, like I said, we didn't know. Like I said, I don't have enough, data from surface to surface to have an A to B pass. I've got an A to B pass on a good surface. I've got an A to B pass on the crappiest surface you can go on. So we just got to find that one for that mediocre, the one that's really decent, or really good on takeoff. Like I said, I had the best 60 foot I've ever had at Byhalia. But why I went in and went back from the data from that previous race that we was there a few months ago and change it to something different, I don't know why I did. I guess I got in my head and questioning myself and guessing myself and second guessing myself. It's like I don't want to go out there and just really knock the tires off the starting line. But I've never been having any problems doing that. I've never, since I got this combination together, other than the Bonterre race where the tires were far worse than what we thought they was, is the only time I've ever hit the tire on the leave. It's usually 60, 80, 70, 80 feet out before it hits the tires 100 feet out. Some in cases, like Byhalia the last time we were there, it was 400 feet before we hit the tires. So I just need to go in and just say, hey, look, keep the same tune-up we had and leave it. So what happens is my car really wants the tire shake when it's under power. Because it seems like the more power I put at it, if it holds it on the leave, it's either going to hit the tire on the leave, which it hasn't been doing, or it's going to plant them and it's going to drive right through the tire shake. It won't even have any tire shake at all. If it does, it's just a smidgen. But other than that, last night was the worst tire shake it's ever had, and for the longest time it's ever had, because I never lifted. I just wanted to see if it'd drive through it. Racing some guys like that, and then at the competition that was there, you lift, there was no getting back in it unless he was just all crooked too. But he made a solid little decent A to B pass. I think we could have had him if we hadn't the tire shook, because the tire shake is what caused the tire spin, because it was shaking when it went to high gear, and when it went to high gear it started spinning. So I have an in-car view of it. My wife's got an outer car view of it, but it just, as soon as it started tire shaking, it was pretty much done with after that. So we'll figure it out. We'll get the tune right on them mediocre tracks like that. Some of them's got a crappy leave and got real good at the big end. But most of them, like Dyersburg and Byhalia, them tracks like that, the country back of the tracks are, they're a lot more, you can leave really good, but you can't do nothing after about 150 feet. It's just, it goes in the bare of nothing, and trying to make a car go down the track on something like that, it's really tough. So anyway, like I said, that's kind of a recap. Got put out first round, so it is what it is. We've got a really good combination, so it's just one of them guessing games for this winter. Do I want to work on suspension, and do I want to work on trying to power manage the tune? I mean, power manage wise, as far as needing to get the right gear ratio on the tranny, get the right gear ratio on the rear end, for this thing to run through there, because it really, with the gears in the tranny and the rear end that I have now, this thing really will get after it. So if it just stays hooked, it'll go. So we don't know what we're going to do. Maybe suspension some. I want to do the front and rear suspension pieces and kind of go back and recheck all that and cut it out and do what I have to do to make that thing right and leave and stay planted real good, instead of just getting out there 100 feet and spinning the tires. I'm getting frustrated with that. So anyway, I'm going to get off here, throw a couple little videos in showing, just we're going to make one pass. We could have did the buyback in for second chance, but it was a $150 entry fee. I was like, I'm not going to do that. We'll sit around and watch and just to kind of have a good time, and then we'll head home. So anyway, congratulations to the guys, the guy that won that one, and we'll be getting off here. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share these videos. Go to Resident Evil Racing on Facebook. My wife does that. So I'm Sean. Y'all have a good Sunday. Have a good week. We will see y'all next season. Later, guys.